Okay, everybody, it's fabulous. It's not a fabulous day. It's a bit of a dark day. It's a bit of a sad day. I don't want to talk about that too much, but I will. The only thing I will say is, as history repeats itself, maybe not repeats itself, but it certainly rhymes. I do think that as these type of events happen, whether they are intentional by entities, who knows what the motivation of these type of things are. Um, Neutral ground is going to evaporate, and you are going to, which I think maybe is the intent. You're going to push people into opinions and motivations that they wouldn't normally do. So, anyway, I encourage you to focus on what you can control, which is your life, your kids, your family, your business, your job, whatever that is. That's where your focus ought to be. That's what you can have the most direct impact on, and try and make the world a better place. What else is there? I think that's one of the best things about the blue collar world is that we can, or we do on a daily basis, enact change and make the world a better place, make it more friendly, make it more comfortable, make it more user friendly, keep the water flowing and the shit flowing downhill. I think that's, and the electricity, the lights on, you know, uh, uh, the air cold or hot or whatever needs to be done. The ice rinks frozen. I think we do real stuff, and that's the best thing about this trade. I am going to take just a couple of days off from the old top 10, just because of not really in the mood, and I'm just that's the end of that for now. If I'm quiet, you might be able to pick up the honey's filtering down below, and I do have bees in my barn now, and they're unhappy that I have taken some of their golden nectar. I think I posted a story of it's delicious, it's so freaking good. So I'm going to focus on some bees and got a bunch of projects that's going on, trying to get that all lined up. The work is never ending, which is a great thing. It's a problem, but it's a great problem to have. I want nothing but the best for almost all of you. There are some meatballs out there that have try to make my life more miserable than it needs to be. I certainly invite those type of people into my life by the things I say and do. But for the most part, I hope everybody's having a great time out there, and just making the best of an awful situation. What else? There was something else that I wanted to sort of dig into. Oh, it was interesting. You know, we got tons of feedback on that. I will apologize for the last couple of minutes of the YouTube video. It's an hour and a half long. And I think like the last 2 or 3 minutes, it was just my voice. I don't know what happened there. But as you know, I am the tech monkey trying to run all this stuff, and sometimes it goes good and sometimes not so good. I don't know what happened there. I'm not going to do anything about it. We're just going to try and do better next time. So, but it was, Travis and James and I had a real conversation about what's going on, and as usual, when you have those real conversations, then it makes a difference, and people notice, and people did notice, and it was sent to hundreds of people, and both Travis and James told me that they were in absolute damage control mode, which I don't understand. Anyway, it's a mad world, and everybody needs to try their best. Nobody is doing their best. There's always a little bit more that you can give, a little bit more that you can do, and I certainly feel that way. the best thing about this trade, and like I said at the beginning about blue collar, is there's always room for improvement. There's always room to learn. Um, if you get stagnant, then life gets boring real fast. So I think I'm going to end it there before I say stuff that I don't really want to say, and frankly, stuff that I don't have a full grasp of. And I think that's prudent, is just to sort of try and stay in your lane as best you can and talk about what you know. And there's lots of times I sort of go down some weird path and say things that I probably shouldn't or don't mean, but it is what it is. You're welcome to check me on that. And like I've said before, like let's start a conversation. Let's have something that's raw and real and is meaningful to you, and where you feel like you can say whatever you want to say. And I think these conversations are important. And I don't think they're minuscule. I think they carry weight, and I think people listen to this stuff, and and certainly question what the motives are. There is no motive other than try to make this whole trade thing as wonderful and as meaningful as it's meant to be. My thoughts, not yours. That's it for now. Have a fabulous day. Thanks for joining me in the gym, the barn, the lair. That's what we're calling it now. The lair. Thanks for joining me in the lair.